Hello, I found a fix for the not being able to fix the barn. Now I did a review on it. It's definitely a game breaker because I've put more time into the game now. You can look at the review and see, but I just really want to get straight on with this. I hope you've read the text, and this is how you're going to go about doing it. Hopefully. I want to try and make it as simple as possible. You need the wood chip pallet, and first you've obviously got to get the wood chip pallet and get it transported there. And for that you could have done a previous quest to get a forklift truck, or done the local investor quest, but not completed that quest so that you've got access to a flatbed truck for transporting the chipboard plank. And you've also got to have done the lumber mill. It's not a quest, you can just fix it, and I'll cover that later in the video for people that don't understand what I'm talking about. That's self-explanatory, I hope. And that I'm hoping to make it as simple as possible, even if you've hardly played the game. There's a little bit of physics involved as well in this game, so I wouldn't save it after this point. I'd save it to this point, but once you start moving this pallet, I wouldn't save it anymore. You're just pushing it basically, and it's stuck on something. So I just took a run at it, and it eventually it'll go in. The physics is a bit shonky, isn't it? See, it looks like it's rolling. The reason I wouldn't save it is because I think it'd be easy to get this pallet backed into a corner if you've only got one. You're not gonna. It's just gonna mess you about. You're gonna have to go get another pallet if you get it stuck in the corner. 'Cause I couldn't see a way to get it out if you did. I mean, the problem is the game, isn't it? They should never have had this beam in the position where it is, and it's mission critical to the continuation of the next chapter of the game, which you'll see when this is all completed, or this little section's completed. Because so you get that in place, and you have to jump on it. And then when you're on it, you have to jump as well. I've also put text up, just in case. Because I want to make it simple. I hate these guides that people do, and they're actually playing the game and just gabbling, and see, little jump and you do it. Right, that's triggered it. Now everything has to be fixed. Even the outside bit, I'll show you that because I got another save and I did it again. So I'll just briefly show you that you've definitely got to do the outside. You can't just do that hen house. Sorry, not the hen house, the animal barn. And the animal barn's the only one on this complex that's hard to do. Prior to that, it said barn no. And it was holding the game up. You couldn't progress the game past to the next chapter, and you'll see what I mean when you get to this is the other save that I've done, and this completes it. Yeah, I hope that didn't confuse you. But on the other save, I'd already done that, and the last thing to do was that beam. So now this is your main number one quest, is to get them all your home farm fixed. And now I'm going to see my auntie and my granddad again. And this is, I mean, it's a spoiler, but I mean the game's already spoiled because it's broken. So
You're such a good lad. I cannot say how thankful we are. Here, take this. It's not much, but at least it's something. You've been a great help, lad. Of course, The big thing, it's the lumber mill that needs the most care now. I'll tell you what, after you've restored the lumber mill, I will let you use it for the rest of your stay. Cut your trees, use the lumber mill to make your goods, and we will share the profit so you can make some money. What do you think?
Uncle, you just got...
Yeah. That black's just it's just what it does. They're waving at me. They love me, don't they? So you've now got a new quest. It's called Big Task, and you've now got to make your way to the lumber mill. I hope you could see what I'm doing, but you've already you must have fixed the lumber mill up completely to do this, because it's the only way you can get the wood chip. I think the wood chip board. I'm just putting the map up so that you know what people are like. They get confused and it can be confusing, this kind of a game. And then you have to go, I don't know why, but to this point, and then it triggers the completion of the lumber mill. I mean, luckily the game kind of works a little bit backwards in that I did this first and then it's now letting me complete it. But this is the nature of these games when they put them out in a state like this. And you've got to find a way to try and work around their stupidity.
The lumber mill is up and running again.
You're a real help. Now listen carefully. I have to tell you something. I know you've been around, and I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I've been around for 18 hours,
I want
mate.
to retire, and I've been thinking about selling the farm and the lumber mill for quite a long time. I've been watching you, lad. You have the strength and the spirit. You are the man. You are family, and I think you belong.
You like
Why
me
don't you take the
dungarees,
farm and
don't you?
lumber mill off our hands? Make it your own. Live here, start a family, be a part of the community.
I don't know. I don't have the money to buy it from you, even if I wanted to stay.
I know, lad, I know. So my offer is this. You take the house and the lumber mill, make yourself a home here, and build up a business. We share all the lumber mill profit 50-50.
50-50 while I do all work.
When you do, it's all yours. You could have a great life.
Or
You like it here,
alternatively,
and the
you
local
may
people like
have
you
an
too.
accident
Maybe you
and
will
it be
even
on
have kids who will
mine.
grow up here too. What do you think?
Ooh, I think after 18 hours and 26 minutes, I think I'll probably say no. Actually, I wonder what would happen if you did say no. Obviously, I'm not gonna.
I'm truly honored and grateful for your offer. I accept.
This is wonderful. A new life will begin for you. I'm sure of it. I have to tell Grace. We have to celebrate this.
Yeah, I hate things that put black screens up. It's just loading. So now we're on chapter 2. So it was definitely game breaker by not being able to fix that barn, which is it's unforgivable. But luckily, I came to the rescue quite by accident. I don't even know why I went back to playing the game, other than I actually liked it. I was quite upset that there's some achievements that unlocked retrospectively after I reloaded another save, but I'm not bothered about achievements. Now that this part, that's how to fix it. It's all done.
Great to see you.
Now this is how you start the game, and if you're a new player
So handsome.
and you've not really
Both
understood
missed you.
what the
It's nice to see
procedure
you
is
too.
that I've been talking
Well,
about,
thank you.
I see you want to sell
Then-
my...
Yes, we're looking for a
I'll be only too...
this is
Oh,
the
thank
start of the
you.
game, and
You're
this
so
is what
I
you've
can
got to
imagine.
do
The forest...
to
I was
at least fix your lumber mill up. And you've got no choice. You've got to do all these things.
You know,
There's
I'm
no
really
shortcut
fond
to
of
it
this
because
place. I've spent
you have to
most
get
of my
the
life
tools
here.
and the scaffolding so that you can fix a lumber mill, and you get the tools and the scaffolding off your auntie here.
Hello?
Oh, she's talking on the phone. I hate when people do that. It's like I'm not here now, isn't it? Not here, blah, 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 blah.
Oh no, do you need any help? I will ask him.
Oh, I'm here now, am I?
Your uncle has a problem in the forest. Could you please get...
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Where can I find him?
He's in a clearing behind the...
Will do.
This is the nature of these games, so if you're playing the game, you probably got a clue, a good idea that this is exactly the sort of thing you'd be doing in a game like this. And I have no idea why I enjoy it either. I've no idea why I went back to it, because I was actually going to give up and just play it when it had been patched. But there's probably a few people like me that you'd bought the game. It was only £25, but then again, you know, it's still, that's quite a lot of hours work for me after tax and paying for my car and everything else. I worked it out. I'm only on about £5.70 an hour after I've paid tax and everything else that I've got to pay, like for my car and I didn't even include my tyres and my car insurance. And like fuel, because fuel's ridiculously expensive. If you're American, we're paying, I can't even work it out. I reckon it's about $9 or $10 a gallon. You wouldn't believe that, but that's what it is.
Hello, lad. Good to see
Yeah,
you.
it's good to see you.
Nice to see you too, dear uncle. And
Got stuck in the mud. I used to be better at...
sure, no problem.
Get on the tractor and try to attach the trailer.
It's just one of them games. It's one of them that'll give you a perfect storm every now and then. And I made a mistake here, but I've kept it in because this is the nature of these types of game. Is if it can go wrong, the game will find a way to make it go wrong in a way that's the most inconvenient and the most irritating way possible. And I don't know the program I'm like this, but Farming Simulator used to be like this. You'd end up
Well
with a
done.
mess of vehicles
You have some skill, you know that.
just because you'd
This is just the beginning.
caught a
Let's see if you
fence
remember how to handle a tree this time.
with the step of your
Follow me,
tractor or
lad.
something like that. This is how you get your chainsaw. He's on that stump there, but he's walking like a sloth.
Now pick up the chainsaw. Still remember what I taught you. Be careful.
Yeah, we'll be careful with the chainsaw. I don't have any gloves or open, do I? No, bare hands. No chainsaw panties. Swinging it around. Like, what could go wrong? You have to keep that little marker in the orange segment there.
Good job. Great technique. You really have to be strong. Now you need to cut away the branches and cut the trunk into logs. Think you could load the
I
logs?
don't know if you noticed then the tree metal will move then. You can move objects. And when you start the game, you can't, if you think you can use one of these logs at the moment to fix the barn, you can't, because you can't actually unbelievably, you can't actually pick a log up at this stage. You have to do something else, like a quest. You know, this is a bit of a tutorial and a quest, and the problem, you see, the problem comes when you have these little triggers and they've not, with that barn, they've done the worst thing they could do. They've not tested it properly, and it's literally, the whole game's critical, or depends on you completing that initial quest. You watch this bit, like I got it stuck on that stump and the thing, and I thought, oh no, it's a farm simulator moment again. But I've left it in because I find a way to do it. I just had to keep manipulating it about. So there's a word to the warning: watch where you're driving. A word to the warning. I don't know, some kind of tip, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I nearly tipped it over then. Yeah, there's a bit of pseudo physics going on in this game, isn't there? Now I tried to bash the trailer to and start to move it, it won't. So the only alternative is to, you know, it's making me jump through hoops now, the game, isn't it, to get this done. Yeah. You just walk up to it and it just rolls along. Thankfully. And then somehow I get it attached to the trailer at a strange angle, and it stays like it. You'll see. But I fix it, and it ends up being alright. These logs, you actually do get to use them, and I'm not sure what makes your chipboard palette, but this is nice and easy. You can imagine this in Farming Simulator. Them logs would be flying all over. They'd be spinning and doing really weird physicsy things that ain't real physics. It's just a bit of crappy program. You see that the trailer's stuck at an angle. You see I'm trying to make it slow now, and the trailer's stuck at sort of 45 degrees. It's still doable, because I could have unattached it. I'll show you. It's a quick fix, thankfully. But again, it's just another anomaly, isn't it, with this game? Another thing that hasn't been tested. Another little bug that's slipped through the net. Again, it needed someone to play this game, and it cannot have been play tested properly. To put it out with the quest number 1, which is the most important quest that you have, to be broken in such a way that it's not completable without doing all this. It's pretty unforgivable. And having said that, I've enjoyed what I've been doing in the game, and it's like Farming Simulator. It's like actual work. I won't ruin any. I won't give you any more spoilers, but you've got no option but to have these spoilers, because the game's just you're not gonna progress until they patch the game. And if you bought the game already, then it's just gonna frustrate you. And they just float. They actually they end up getting processed.
Let's just head home.
And like I said, you can ultimately end up using them.
Thanks again for helping me. You did just fine today. Perhaps you'd like to help us.
And this is, you don't get to use this tractor again.
Think about settling down here. Life is good and quiet.
Not in this first part anyway.
You don't have to answer right away. Just think about it while you're helping us here for a week or two, and then we'll see if you like living here. All right?
Yeah, I like all that lighting. Tell it's sort of time's getting on in the pretend day, isn't it?
Hello, boys.
So you've
Did
got
you
to do
Yes.
this
It was
to get
a
the tools
refreshing experience.
that you need,
If you still feel like it, I
and
will
the
show you around the
scaffolding,
farm.
so that you can rebuild everything, repair everything,
Yeah, I would
and
love to have a look
get that
around.
lumber mill working. The lumber mill is the thing you've got to have working more than anything else. It's got to be complete. And there is a dodgy place in that that's very hard to do, but I'll show you on this video how to do it.
They still bear lots of fruit.
And I know it's long, but I'm trying to help. I just saved it just in case, which is a good thing to do in a game like this. It's so shonky and shaky. There's also when you get into the game, there is a way to undo all the fixings that you've done in the building. You walk into the building and go to press the Xbox Y
I
button,
just love honey.
and you can. If you're in the building on this view where it says your condition, instead of it saying that, it says you've got a chance to reset the building if
The
something's
greenhouse
gone
is in
wrong.
pretty good condition.
But I've never
You
tried
can
it.
buy seeds in the store and you could grow vegetables really fast. This farm could become self-reliant in no time. Now the workshop, your uncle's kingdom. You can refuel.
You got to
and wash
remember this
every
is
vehicle.
sort of a tutorial, but it's already been a bit shaky, hasn't it? Just in tutorial, which is flavours of the game, isn't it? This is where you get your
If you are up to it,
nail gun
you
for
might
doing
start
all the
something
fixing that you
about it
need
right
to do.
away. There should be some tools in the workshop.
Yeah, there's some tools. Yeah, them tools. Good, get him, boy. See, I don't have it. I've got a sausage. And get the till, get the till. Oh, it's got a laptop. It's like some sort of
So you
radio.
found something. Good. Now you can try it out. Do you think you can fix this wall?
I don't know, I've never done all that before. Oh, yeah, that's easy. Yeah, that's it. Look up.
You are really
Dogs
on
can't
that.
look up, apparently.
These repairs will do for now, but of course it doesn't look too pretty, does it? But once you can produce planks in the sawmill, you can restore these walls to their former glory.
Yeah, how's that for a
Only
slice
fully
of fried
dried planks can
gold?
be used for buildings. So if you're in a hurry, you'll have to buy some in the store. And you can repaint these too. I'm sure someone will teach you how to do that.
Yeah, she's telling you
I
basically
remember the old days when this barn was
it's
full
one of
of
them
animals.
games
If you can repair these
if you want to
walls,
learn how to walk
you'll be able
almost,
to
you've got to
keep
go
animals
get a
in here
quest to
again.
learn it, because I can't pick up
See if you
logs
can
at the
climb
moment.
up and check out the roof.
And I
Then you can
couldn't
use
find that
scaffolding to carry out the
gun
necessary
by
repairs.
myself. Or the scaffolding that's right next to me. Until she tells me I can have it. But it's one of them games. The tip for your scaffolding is press the engineer sight button, which is right bumper button, and it'll tell you where you can place it in the, see the yellow outlines, and when you can place it and you stood next to it, you press the X and it'll just place it. What we had here, what have I got to do? Yeah, this is when you're walking round on the roof. There's a really strange thing. If you get, it seems to want to throw you off the roof. If you step too much, like it nearly threw me off. Then I just took one step then, and it's like you take a. That's what I was on about. It's always a perfect storm almost with it. It's if the game can mess you about and inconvenience you, it will. And this is one of them. It's a short step to there, but you'll find out as you're playing it that it nearly throws you off the roof if you're not careful. And when you're walking up the scaffolding, up the steps, you've got this tendency just to slide off sideways just randomly. It's extremely annoying, and it's just another layer of patience that you've got to have to play this game. And it's obviously not for everyone. It's for people like me that probably are a bit weird. Or they've been like, my wife likes to say, I've been normal. Yeah, I score 38 out of 40, 40 or something on the Asperger's spectrum. Yeah, I've done this a few times now.
I'll show you the house.
That's something nearly threw me off the top then. This is part of the barn that you have to fix anyway, so she's not making you do all that you wouldn't have to do. But you've just fixed all the roof as part of the sort of tutorial.
This house needs renovating too, but it should be cozy
Yeah,
enough
you've got
to
the
do
house
as it is.
to fix.
I'm sorry we can't offer you.
You have to fix
anything
everything
better,
here,
but at least
and
you'll have a bedroom, a kitchen, and a bathroom.
That's what you need to do to unlock the next chapter. It's your main quest is to fix all these farm buildings, greenhouse, the workshop, the garage, and the animal barn, and I think all the fences and everything basically. If you can fix it, you've got to fix it, including the greenhouse.
Try to get to know the neighbors. I'm sure they'll help you.
Every
too.
single thing
We
must
have
be
fishermen,
fixed.
herbalists, farmers, you name it. Peaceful and friendly people.
There's plenty of work in our lumber mill out there.
Yeah,
Make sure to check it out as well.
I will.
You should be able to get it going again, and who knows, maybe even make it profitable.
And remember, whenever you need anything,
It's funny that
you
because
can always
I've played
come to us.
18 hours and I
You can
literally
be
haven't
sure
made
I'll
any
have
money
some
yet.
treat waiting for you. You know you must always eat well and get plenty of sleep to keep up your strength.
See you soon, lad.
Yeah, you must this is just the initial. The reason I'm showing you this, remember, is that you've got to fix your farm, and you must get that lumber mill fixed. That's the whole reason for this video. It's not just showing you how to play it. I'm just doing this because I know what it's like when I've watched people doing these so-called help videos. I've gone to sleep, by the way, because that triggers the next thing for your auntie. I'm pretty sure you've got to do that. Yeah, you do these, and someone they're flying through it, they're gabbling, they're talking rubbish all the time, and they're running around at full speed. I know I'm running at the moment, but they're running around at full speed. They never show you a map, they never show you where they are, where they're going, what they're doing, and they flick through it. Says he would just flick to the right there. I'm just showing you can't use this tractor. Not at this stage. I don't even know if you get it. But you can't use it for transporting anything.
Hello, dear. Good to see you.
Hello, Auntie.
Need me to help you with something?
I haven't heard from Lily for quite some time.
She just gives you a quest now, and
okay?
You don't need to do it.
She's a herbalist, so she might be.
We're at a stage now when this is when you can now
look after yourself.
Start fixing things. You don't need to buy any wood. You've got everything you need right now to start fixing everything
Need
that
me
you
to
need
help
to
you
fix.
with something?
Well, yes, actually. Our pickup, Christine, is left in the forest.
Yeah, you don't
She's
even
not
need
worth
the
much,
car.
But it would be a shame if somebody stole her. Would you mind driving her back here?
No, I don't mind. It looks like a 1950s Ford or a Dodge or something. Or is it a 40s one? So that's where to go. The quests will come on your map, and I've just got a little bit of dead time while he's walking here. You need all the quests. Just keep doing. Go to your auntie anytime you can, or your uncle anytime you can, or drive around the map. And sometimes driving around the map triggers other quests, and you'll come across all the vehicles. So if you see a vehicle or trailer parked somewhere, there'll be a quest there. And that quest will probably be given either by your auntie, your uncle, or just by you driving past, or possibly talking to another NPC that's in the game. But they will come quickly, because you need the forklift or the flatbed truck, and you need this lumber mill fixing up to make the chipboard pallet that you need to fix the barn. That was that for a perfect storm. Your woods in this little bit here, when this is what you just, I know they look totally different to what you cut, but it's a bit of a representation. It's quite good at when you get this fixed up. It's quite good how it works, and the forklift is actually fun to use. But you've got to use it because they've put it so that when you're using the forklift to get the chipboards out of it, this is where you get your chipboards from. That's why I'm showing. They come out of this machine right here, and it looks like you're going to be able to push them. You'll definitely get, at least once it's all fixed up and it's up and running, you will definitely get a chipboard. But some other quests come up where you get to chop trees down, and you can bring them all here, because usually the people that you're doing the quests for, it's like clear a bit of forest and then move the logs to somewhere, or some of it's clear a bit of forest and whatever you cut down you can keep, which you do obviously, and then you'll have done the quest to get a tractor, and you'll have done a quest to get the thing that you load your logs onto. I can't remember, but it's like an old version of that thing that we used in the tutorial. Now this is the difficult spot in all of this. This is the only way you're going to do this. You've got to jump up to where them hammers are, and you haven't got to slip, so don't save your game. I'd rather save your game before you get to this point, because you can slip and get stuck in scenery. So you have to bite the bullet on this, and don't save it every time you've done one in case you slip and you get stuck. So I'm standing on that mortar and I'm jumping up to get these, because these you can't put scaffolding up for. The ones that are really high up, you can't, that are on the inside. See, I jumped up and just got it. And now I'm in danger of slipping now. Yeah, if I'd have slipped down that other bit, I'd have got stuck, and I'd have had, and there's no way out sometimes. In fact, there isn't a way out, and you get stuck and you have to reload the game. It's that simple. So do a lot of saving, but when you're in here, fix the things that you can fix, and do a few at a time, and then just move to a nice safe area where you know that you're not stuck on anything, and then save your game, and then you can come back in. I know it's a little bit laborious, but you will, if you get stuck and you save your game by accident, or thinking that you're going to save it and reload it and you're going to be alright, it don't work like that. If you save it and you're stuck, and you're staying stuck. Oh, that's what's happened to me. But then again, I've been playing games since 1984, and I went all through PC games and everything from Sinclair Spectrum right up to this Xbox that we've got now on PCs and everything. And the golden rule with PC games is save. Take 3 steps, save. Do something, save. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. That's it. I hope it's been helpful.